Hello, hello, and welcome back to stream. Let me get things switched over. So we're using display capture instead of game capture, so we're going to get a little bit of a streamception, I'm just warning you. Okay, here we go. Okay. See if it pops up. There we go. Alright. Welcome to our first Nancy Drew game on the channel. My personal favorite and childhood Nancy Drew game, Nancy Drew Danger on Deception Island. So this is number 9 in the series of 34, I believe, or 33. I think the 34th game is coming out soonish. Classic Nancy Drew game. Sounds a little quiet to me.
Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception Island. Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry...
So there, I've sort of adjusted that. Let me know if it's a little quiet. It still sounds a little quiet.
Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception Island. Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception Island.
No,
Dear
Nancy,
Ned,
that's fine.
Here I am on a...
Okay, sorry. That's a little bit better. Listen to the classic theme for a second. Okay. So, let's start. Okay, so I guess I should explain what Nancy Drew games are. They're kind of like mystery, point-and-click adventure games. I love them. They're great. This is from the older style, so that has these books. This wonderful, wonderful theme. And yeah.
Welcome to my latest case, Danger on Deception Island. To learn how to play, choose Gameplay Overview. When you're ready to start the game, choose either Junior or Senior Detective.
So there are two difficulty levels, Junior or Senior Detective. Don't think... On some of the games, the newer games, it tells you, and it's, amateur and expert detective. We're going to be playing on senior detective level, obviously, because I've played this game many times.
Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception Island, one of the San Juan Islands off the coast of Washington State. George's friend, Katie Firestone, is expecting me. Katie's a marine biologist who's doing research into deep water parasitic growth. She also owns a whale watching boat and takes tours out practically every day. I should be excited, but for some reason I feel on edge, like something's out of whack. Maybe it's because George and Beth arranged this little vacation for me, and sometimes their plans don't work out so well. Or maybe it's because we're about to dock at a place called Snake Horse Harbor. Kind of a creepy name for a town, don't you think? Or maybe it's because I haven't been on vacation for so long that I've forgotten how to relax. Anyway, we're here. It's not raining, but it's not sunny either. It's just kind of gray. Maybe that's why I feel so strange. Ever yours, Nancy. Katie?
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm Katie Firestone. Come on, I'll take you down to the boat. Great timing, huh? I just got back from getting some groceries. George could not have picked a better time to arrange for you to come out here. Just last week, this orca showed up in the channel, and now it... Oh my gosh, what happened?
Oh no, something happened.
Someone tore the place apart. The engine's a mess, parts are missing, others are damaged.
Uh-oh.
Why would somebody do this?
So this is how dialogue works in this game, is that it pops up with things we can say, like a lot of, games like this. And also, it's fully voiced.
Do you have any idea who did this?
No. Look, you're on vacation. Just go relax. Or bike into town, or take my kayak out. It's at the end of the dock. Just always wear your life jacket. And don't go past the channel markers. And if the fog starts coming in, head to shore fast. The fog we get around here is as thick as cotton.
Looks
and
like
never
it.
go out without a GPS. That's a global positioning system. Mine's somewhere around here. Anyway, your bunk's the empty one below. Why don't you go unpack?
We are now free
Need
to
any
explore. Oop,
Nope, I'm
sorry.
all unpacked.
Sorry, Nance. We are now free to explore. And also, this is the mystery track playing, and it is excellent. So we can look in our suitcase. Just some fun stuff. This is a reference to game number 6, I believe. Let me check my mystery solving notebook, which I have it written somewhere. Yes, I believe it's game number 6. What's not in this one? Okay. Which is Secret of the Scarlet Hand, which we will play because I actually also love that game. It's a love or hate kind of game. Let's see what else we have in here. So this is Katie's boat. This is like our home base for the game. Got a freezer.
What's in here?
Huh. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I have to go up here to rotate. So this is our computer.
Ah, my trusty laptop. Good thing I recharged my batteries.
We can do a number of things on here. Look at our mail. Also do spam filter. Bad news, this filter works a little too well. It's currently blocking all outgoing mail. So this is from Hannah. Yes, who is the Drew housekeeper. Your father's day off. Dear Nancy, thought you'd be interested to know that your father, believe it or not, is taking a day off. He was supposed to be in court all week. Carson Drew, Nancy's dad, is a lawyer. But early this morning, a water main broke and flooded the basement of the courthouse. They turned off all the electricity as a safety precaution and sent everybody home. So without any appointments or trials to prepare for, he has nothing to do. Too bad you're not here. He could take to the zoo or something. Just so he stays out of my hair. Love, Hannah. Carson Drew is a lovable disaster. Deception Island's own search.
Oh, if I have to do research on anything, I can use this.
It's like its own search engine. It's pretty cool. We'll be using this quite a bit. Here's a fun calendar. That is a reference to game number 7. Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. You can see here, Nancy Drew arriving at 9 a.m. on the 17th. Coffee break at the kettle. Town meeting to discuss Orca, Thursday the 16th. Marine Fishery Service. So they had a meeting about it last night, it looks like. For here we have a map of Deception Island where the Orca is, and then Scrabe Island up there as well. We can make a sandwich. There are a few things in here that are questionable, like jellyfish and... Oh, hush, Nance. And then mayonnaise, which expired in 1994.
It won't be much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it.
Nancy. You know, cocoa sauce.
It won't be much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it.
Baking
It
soda.
won't be much of a sandwich
Nancy,
if I
I'm
don't put
working on it,
something in
okay? Here, how about we just have a peanut butter... Just a peanut butter sandwich. Just throw it away. Okay. And there, you can actually make yourself sick, and there's a end game. There's a, not an end game, but a game ending cutscene where, like...
It looks like whoever damaged
It's like, oh no, I got sick, I have to go home.
It'd be great if you could fix it. The pipes are in the cabinet under the sink.
So it looks like somebody messed up their sink, messed up Katie's sink too. So now we gotta fix
At
this.
least the person who messed up the faucet left all the pipes here.
Fix
I
the faucet.
hope.
This is quite a fun puzzle. It's our first one. And you'd think, I believe you start from, you start from down here and go up. So basically you just gotta find,
This
see,
goes here.
if you just find the right piece, and Nancy will say, like, this goes here, or that looks right, something like that, to key you in that you're doing something correctly. You can rotate them by right-clicking. That's not right. That's right, okay.
That doesn't go there.
That doesn't go there.
That doesn't go there. That doesn't go there.
Really? Okay.
That doesn't go there.
Nancy, I'm working on it, okay? There we go, okay. I used to get so stuck on this puzzle as a kid because I would always forget to start
This goes here.
at the bottom instead of starting at the top, which... whatever, I guess.
That doesn't go there.
Yes, I know it doesn't go there.
That doesn't go there. This goes here.
Good.
This goes here.
I'm just getting lucky now. Famous last words, I guess.
That doesn't go there.
Oh, okay.
This goes here. This
Yay!
is all fixed. I'll turn the water back on. There was something under the pipes.
The pipes. Whale World, Andy Jason. Okay. Weird. Yay! We got water back on. Okay, so with all that done, we can head up here. We can talk to Katie somewhere if we want to.
Nancy, for what it's worth, I shot my mouth off pretty good at the town meeting last night.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
This orca, this killer whale, showed up in the channel about a week ago and has been hanging around here ever since all by itself. She was getting way too close to boats, so I called the National Marines Fisheries Service. They made some recordings and did some tests and are analyzing them. In the meantime, they ordered all boats to stay at least 300 feet away from her or risk paying a $1,000 fine. That's what the meeting last night was about.
Dang, $1,000 fine. That's a lot.
I take it not everyone agrees?
The people that fish for a living sure don't. They're steering clear of the whale by taking the long way around the island to get out to sea, which costs them time and fuel.
True.
Some people say she should be captured and towed out to sea.
But the fishery service has the last word?
They've asked me to monitor her physical condition while they study their data and decide what to do. But personally, I agree with the no-boat zone. I also think that if she's found to be sick, she should be shipped to a research facility for treatment, not returned to her pod. I said as much last night, only much more strongly.
Who's Andy Jason?
Andy does whale watching tours too. If I had $1 for every time he's come here trying to talk me into selling out to him, I wouldn't be fixing this engine. I'd be buying a new one.
Interesting.
Do you want me to call the sheriff for you?
Rivalry.
Actually, I'd rather not get the sheriff involved.
Oh.
The insurance company would raise my rates, and I just can't afford that. Besides,
Okay.
I've got my very own private detective now. You.
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
Interesting. So maybe there's a reason that her boat was vandalized.
This note wasn't here
Whoop.
before, was it?
No, whoever messed up my boat must have written it.
Stop meddling or else. Those meddling kids.
Uh-oh. Katie's GPS does
Oh
look
no.
so
So
hot.
now we can't go out to seek
I'd
some of a
better tell
GPS.
Katie her GPS is broken.
We can't go kayaking without a GPS because otherwise,
What's up?
bad deal.
I'm afraid whoever tore up your boat also wrecked your GPS device.
Oh no. It'd be a shame for you not to go kayaking. I know. Bike to the Hot Kettle Cafe and see if Holt Scotto will let you borrow a GPS from him.
See you in a bit.
Amazing
Have
character,
fun.
Holt Scotto. Icon, legend.
Apparently our saboteur took all the books out of the drawer up here. Must have been looking for something. Want me to put them away?
If you could put them back in the drawer for me, that would be awesome.
So for some reason, all the books were taken out of this drawer. And so now we have to put them all back in the right way.
All these in here with no space left over.
I am horrible at these kind of puzzles. I'm gonna try it and then I'll look up where they're supposed to be. Because it's very difficult. Oh, that looks... Oh, come on, that can fit. Okay. I think I've run out of space. I was close. If there's any way to... I got it. See, then it all moves to how it's supposed to be. Like, this is how you're supposed to put it in correctly for it to... But you can kind of, you know, squeak your way through. So... Arboreal Morphology by Irina Pradavicu. Okay.
Complex morphological issues? Microscopic tracheid analysis, microtome surfacing?
I'm gonna put a V2. National Wood Laboratory. So it's a book about, like, wood and stuff. Interesting book to have on a boat, but you know, it's cool. Can play with some slides here if we want to. There's actually some pretty...
if I use your microscope?
Sure, go ahead.
some pretty fun little slides we can go through here.
Too cool.
Look at them under a microscope. It's pretty cool.
Too cool.
Does Nancy say that every time?
Awesome.
Not sure about the raw meat one, though. That's a little weird. Hair. Nancy says nothing about the hair. Okay. Onion skin. That one's my favorite. It's cool. That one's too cool, Nancy. And then there's a flea.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So we can play around with the slides. It's a fun time. Remember, I spent a while as a kid just, you know, looking through all 6 of those a bunch. Okay, so, well, with that...
What's up?
See you in a bit.
Enjoy.
We can't really do anything else here, so I guess let's head over to the Hot Kettle Cafe and see if we can meet this Holt Scotto character. So this is how we get around. We have 4 places we can go to, and we bike to them. So, heading over to the Hot Kettle Cafe. Holt Scotto for Harbor Master. Interesting. So we've got some people over here. Reserved for Shh Club. Snake Horse Harbor Annual Party. Shh.
Looks like I can't go in there.
I always thought that was clever. I love this place. It's so fun. It's the stained glass, and oh, it's so great.
Hang on, I'll be right with you.
Actually, I'm looking for someone named Holt Scotto.
So what do you want? I'm Holt Scotto.
This is the kind of person who I think is iconic in a game like this, but I would not get along well with in real life. I would not like Holt Scotto if he was a real person.
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Katie Firestone.
Well, now, why would you want to do a thing like that?
Call myself Nancy Drew? Or visit Katie Firestone?
Well, you're not one of them save the whale and the heck with everybody else crusader types like she is, are you?
Save the whales.
I'm just here on vacation.
Her true colors came out real clear last night. Us fishermen don't count. All that matters is rescuing that poor, precious orca out there. To heck with people trying to make a living. Of course, is the way she makes her living being hurt by that whale? Why, no. Her business is booming. Now, ain't that the oddest thing?
It's an interesting argument, and I can definitely see both sides of this stay away from the whale / don't stay away from the whale argument. I know that because of this, in this conversation, there are 2 dialogue options that can give you not anything important later in the game, but you can get snacks from the Hot Kettle Cafe if you say the right things. I don't think...
She's back at the boat right now trying to fix her engine. Somebody vandalized it.
She ticked off a lot of people last night. That's what she gets for being so meddlesome.
Meddlesome.
Anyway, welcome to Snake Horse Harbor, home of Cadborosaurus. That's how this place got its name, you know.
Really?
Well, that's the sea monster Native Americans used to see out in the channel ever so often. Called it the snake horse. Had the head of a horse and the body of a giant snake. People on Vancouver Island started calling it Cadborosaurus after it or one of its relatives was seen a couple of times at Cadbora Bay. They call it Caddy for short.
Is it a friendly sea monster?
Back in the late 1800s, he took the rap for a lot of hoodoo around here. Fog would roll in at night, and men would just vanish. It was the snake horse, people would say. Little did they know.
Why do you think
What
they
happened?
vanished?
Well, they'd been Shanghai. See, a bunch of establishments in town had secret panels built right into the walls.
Interesting.
Guy'd be having a drink 1 minute, and next minute he'd be clobbered over the head, whisked into a secret passageway, and taken out to a ship waiting in the harbor.
Huh.
He'd wake up on the high seas and discover that if he wanted to survive, he'd better do what the captain ordered, no matter what he was before. He was now a sailor. It was a cheap way
Interesting.
for captains to get crews back then, and an easy way for some of the town's citizens to make money.
I think I can do both of these dialogue trees. Oh,
Did you say you were a fisherman?
4th generation. I fished every ocean for just about every fish you can make money fishing for. Lived here for the last 11 years.
Are you retired?
Fishermen never retire, young lady. After all, what would we do? Go fishing?
I do like
The
that.
reason I'm
It's
not
funny.
out there right now is because I've been in and out of campaign meetings since 8 this morning.
This is where it gets a little like, ugh, sigh. It's like, okay.
No offense, but you don't look like a politician.
Why, thank you, young lady. I'll take that as a compliment. I think it's high time people around here started doing what makes sense, instead of doing what's politically correct all the time.
Oh,
Harbor
Holt.
master we got now bends over backwards so far for the environmentalists, it's a wonder he can still walk upright.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
Whoever trashed Katie's boat also ruined her GPS.
Oh, now that's a shame.
Thing is, I'd like to go kayaking while I'm here, only I can't without a GPS.
Oh, now that really is a shame. Tell you what, I got a spare right here in my duffel. You know what else I got in my duffel?
I have no idea.
This is a little seamanship quiz I whipped up. I'm thinking about making people pass it before they're allowed to rent any kind of watercraft once I become harbor master. Here. The idea is to cut down on having to rescue people who got no business being out on the water in the first place. Trouble is, nobody's actually taken it yet. I need a guinea pig.
You mean, if I take the quiz, you'll let me borrow the GPS?
If you pass the quiz, the GPS is yours. You'll need that container for the last question.
See you around.
Watch out for Caddy.
Watch out for Caddy. So, Holt's got a mixed bag. Iconic character, but also, like, I don't think I would enjoy
What
being
can I
around
do for
him
you,
in real
Nancy?
life.
Since we haven't met, there's only one way you could know my name.
On the day my Aunt Iris turned this place over to me, she said, Jenna, you're about to become a real good listener. And darned if she wasn't right.
So you own this cafe?
Aunt Iris left it to me 3 years ago. It's been in the Devlin family since the day it was built, which was back in like 1866 or something. So, you're visiting Katie Firestone. My condolences.
Oh, man.
What do you mean?
Me and her don't see eye to eye on a couple of things.
You mean like the whale?
That orca out there should be rejoined with her pod as soon as possible. Period. End of story. No matter what Miss Fancy Schmancy's science degree says. Other people may be bamboozled by all her talk of data charts and field tests and monitoring whatnots, but not me. The only thing she wants is to get that whale into an aquarium. It wouldn't surprise me if Katie's been secretly feeding it. Which is against the law, by the way. And you know what else? It wouldn't surprise me if she trashed her own boat, because she knew that after that meeting last night, everybody would assume that Holt did it and not want to vote for him. I got an idea. Let's change the subject.
Does Andy Jason ever come in here?
Everybody comes in here. Know how some people can't go a day without coffee? People around here can't go a day without a bowl of my clam chowder. In fact, if you ever want a free sample, just say the word.
I don't think so. That you can get the clam chowder and then the blueberry muffins, and I don't think I got the blueberry muffins option.
So Andy Jason is one of your regulars?
Actually, he only comes in once or twice a week. Says he's too busy. Of course, the reason he's so busy is because he's too cheap to hire another person to help him run the place. Kind of surprised me when I heard he was trying to buy Katie Firestone out. Must have something up his sleeves, all I can figure.
I think I could try one of those. I got the muffins! Yes, okay, so we'll have snacks later.
What do you know about the Shanghaiing that used to go on around here?
It never went on, that's what I know. Shoving grown men into passageways and carting them off to ships never to be seen again? It's just a big, colorful, tall tale. Never happened.
Interesting. Let's try a bowl of the clam
Think
chowder.
I could try a bowl of your clam chowder?
Coming right up. Next one will be on the house, too.
That was delicious.
Here, let me get rid of that for you.
It's been fun talking to you.
Ain't that the truth?
So now we've met Holt and Jenna. A couple more people in the town. Got a bookcase over here.
A book on sea monsters. Very cool.
We can read about Caddy in here. Boris. Oh, wait. Cadborosaurus. Yeah, this is what people think that Caddy looks like. Cadborosaurus. Thinking the same creature of this. So it's a fun read. Talking about sea creatures and this deep under basking sharks. And it's interesting. We might read through it later on in the story. In the playthrough. So let's see, we've been everywhere except for, well, not everywhere, but we did go check out Whale World. Atlantic Herring. Hey Jenna, it was good to visit you last month. Boy, do I miss that clam chowder. Oh, and you too. Love, Kim. P.S. Can you send me the recipe? Send her a postcard of Atlantic Herring. That's great. Oh, you know what we should also do? We should also call Bess and George. So George is the person that set up this little vacation for us because she knows Katie Firestone. And Joe Hardy, the Hardy Boys. Oh, do I not? Oh, I have to go down. Okay. Marvin, Bess. Oh, I can't call George. Probably because George wouldn't answer the phone. I believe Bess and George are cousins.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's me.
Hey, how's it going? Grab the phone. It's Nancy. While George picks up, I'm gonna turn down the heat under my roux.
Under your what?
Hey, Nance. So, how's your vacation going?
Great. I got here just in time to solve a mystery.
No mysteries, Nancy. You're supposed to be relaxing. Oh, give it up, George. She can't help it. So what's the deal with this one?
The crime, vandalism. The time, just before I arrived. The scene, Katie's boat.
What?
Don't worry, we're both fine. The engine of the boat was damaged, but Katie's working on it.
Why would somebody do something like that? Uh-oh. I bet it's got something to do with that orphan killer whale.
You know about that?
Katie told us about the whale when we called to tell her you were on your way. Someone vandalized Katie's boat because of a whale?
Because of Katie's opinion as to what to do with the whale, which she expressed very loudly in front of a lot of people last night.
Katie does have a mouth on her, especially when the subject is marine life. Did they find any fingerprints?
Katie wouldn't let me call the sheriff.
Why not?
She said she was afraid her insurance company would raise her rates.
Well, she doesn't have much money, I can tell you that. Uh-oh. Bess, is that supposed to be smoking like that? Oh no! Darn it!
Darn what?
My roux. It's ruined. Oh no! She wrecked her roux. It's not funny, George. Yes, it is, Bess.
What's a roux?
A carefully heated mixture of flour and butter. I was going to use it to thicken my gumbo.
You're cooking something?
She's hooked on this cooking show called Feasting for Fitness.
Let me guess, it's hosted by a guy, and he's very cute.
That happens to be true, but I watch it because I like his philosophy. Eat in moderation and eat only that which is made out of fresh ingredients and cooked with great skill, care, and judgment.
What else have you cooked?
Yesterday she cooked, or should I say ruined, crepes. They weren't ruined. I mean, you could still eat parts of them. Anyway, I want to hear what you're doing, Nance.
So Bess and George serve as kind of like, we can tell them all about stuff and they'll sometimes give us hints. The Hardy Boys do this the same. I mean, we could tell them all about this. They don't really tell us much anyway.
I better get going.
We can call them back later.
Yeah, hasta la pasta.
For when I was a child, for the longest time, I thought the expression was hasta la pasta and not hasta la vista because of this game. When I was a kid, I couldn't really figure this game out because I would get stuck on a puzzle coming up here relatively soon, and so I would spend a lot of time in this early game calling George and Bess, Frank and Joe, all that stuff. Doing what I could.
Hi there. Welcome. What can I do you for?
Are you Andy Jason?
That's me. How'd you know?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm a friend of Katie Firestone's. I saw your business card on her boat.
Nice to meet you, Nancy. Any friend of Katie's is a friend of mine.
Even though she keeps refusing to
Seems
sell
like a
up to you?
nice guy.
I must
don't know.
admit, that is a little frustrating.
You've got quite a setup here.
It's my mission to see that everyone who comes to Snake Horse Harbor leaves with a greater appreciation for marine mammals. And if I make a buck in the process, that's cool too.
Someone ransacked Katie's boat while she was in town this morning. Made a real mess.
Wonder if it's related to those burglaries.
Burglaries?
What burglaries?
A bunch of stuff was stolen from 2 shops earlier this week. Food, tools, clothing, electronics. There was no sign of forced entry, no trace of who did it. Sheriff's still scratching his head.
Weird.
Why do you want to buy Katie out? She can't be taking that many customers away from you.
I don't like her taking any customers away from me. And frankly, with this whale doing its orphan thing out there, I'm losing a lot of customers to her.
Oh.
Why is that?
Katie convinced the fisheries service that she should be allowed to monitor the orca's condition, which means she can get right up next to the whale while my boat has to stay away.
Katie takes passengers with her when she checks on the whale?
Paying passengers, as many as she can safely fit.
Interesting. The plot thickens.
What do you think should be done with the orca out there?
Nothing. I think people should just leave it alone. I mean, why do we humans always think we know best? We can barely deal with ourselves, let alone a whole other species.
I completely agree.
Whoever
We make a
ransacked
mess of
Katie's boat
things.
tore a bunch of parts out of her engine. It's like they wanted to make sure she couldn't go anywhere for a while.
That's too bad.
In a way, it's kind of good. I mean, for you at least.
Very true. As long as her boat's out of commission, I'll get all her customers.
Thanks for your
Interesting.
Drop by again.
So this is such a cool place. If I could actually go to Whale World, I want to go here so bad. Like, you just learn about whales. It's so cool. The minke whale, smallest baleen whale. Interactive station.
Looks like I need a key card
The
to
key
play.
card to play. Okay.
Hi, Nancy.
I'd like to play the games in your center, but it looks like I need some kind of key card.
Here you go. This will activate all the games. It will also keep track of what games you've won. And it'll let you play all the games as many times as you want.
Cool.
Thanks for your time.
Have a good one.
We get a free keychain if we take the whale watching tour. So we can play around here for now, but I think the ship in a bottle.
Wow, that's a beauty.
So fun.
Interesting.
Ships and bottles are so cool. I think we are going to head to Katie's boat. Always take your helmet when you go biking, otherwise it's bad. And we're gonna work on our seamanship quiz. Now I know all the answers to the seamanship quiz. I've played this game many times, but we're gonna find them as as we should, sort of thing.
What's up?
I talked to Jenna Devlin when I was at the Hot Kettle.
What nasty rumor is she spreading about me today?
Do you two not like each other or something?
She doesn't like me, that's for sure. She thinks I'm a know-it-all from the big city.
Sounds like Holt Scotto was one of the people who didn't care for what you had to say last night.
He and I never see eye to eye. Now, if I were a fisherman, I'd be right as rain no matter what nonsense came out of my mouth. Fine harbor master he'd make.
See you in a bit.
Enjoy.
Okay, so we're down here in this boat. I'm just gonna turn all the way around here. Okay, so we have 10 questions. Okay, sets of them. Fine for claiming in a permit. Side of the boat. When noise rises in the what does it mean in Norse code? North Star is part of what constellation? A schooner is a boat with at least 2 somethings. Same with the knot below. What kind of knot is it? Okay, so let's start with the 2 that are kind of obvious.
That looks right. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give us those because. So now we have a whole bunch of things we can look up. So let's see if we can find the permit, the fine for claiming without a permit in Snake Horse Harbor. So we've actually already seen this in the game. You can't find it in this, but I'm gonna go through these anyway. So it's gonna give you. This is about news about the Orca and Holt Scotto running for harbor master against Nelson Matuziak. Okay. So since we can't find this one here, spoiler alert, let's go on to the next one. What's the left side of a boat? Nautical terms, maybe? Guido's Guide to Nautical Natterings. Natterings. Okay. Let's see here. The deck interior of the boat. That was the front of the boat. Catamaran is a twin hold boat. It said that the schooner is a boat with at least two something, so it's not a catamaran. Just going through isophase. It's gonna be like a lighted buoy. That'll be important later. Longitude, leeward, lines, longitude, mooring, navigation. A nun is a red, even-numbered buoy, which will also be important later. Port is the left side of the boat. Okay.
Good.
What does this mean in Norse code? So I know what this means. But we're gonna figure it out. Okay. So. Morse code. Code 7. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So we start with ... dash. Looks like ... dash is a V. Okay. Then we've got dash. Oops. Dash. Oops. Okay. I have to write it all at once. So the dash is next. Don't see it here. Got an O. So then after that we have a dash, which is a T. Okay. So that's how you use the computer, you find it.
Correct.
It says vote for Holt. North Star is part of what constellation? Let's see here. This is about stars. Yeah. Learn about navigation and the sun and the stars. Polaris can be found at the end of the handle of the Little Dipper, known as Ursa Minor or Little Bear, which is the North Star. Yeah. So let's type in.
Am I smart or what?
Woo! Okay. We gotta figure out what a schooner is still. Bet that's not gonna be in. The fact that the sun and moon always rise in the east and set in the west. So there's those two questions. Because, you know, as a kid, you may not. I really didn't know which one does. So, sailboat types. Here we go. Schooner. A boat with 2 or more masts. Okay. There's at least 2 masts.
Very good.
Okay. So now we need to figure out some knot stuff. No, not that one. Woo! Knot samples. So you fall into 4 basic categories. Stoppers, bends, hitches, and binding. So here are some stopper knots. Crown and figurine knot. I actually know some knot work because I did theater classes. And sometimes I do some knot work. So here are the bends. Sheep bend and fisherman's knot. Hitches, fisherman's bend, sheep's shank. And a square knot used to tie up packages or bundles, and a granny knot, incorrectly tied square knot. So let's see what we got here. So we've got 2 kind of wraps, and then 1 on the bottom. So it doesn't look like that's any of these. Definitely not any of these. Now that looks familiar. Okay, so let's try the name on the dot below. So if you go back to here, a fisherman's knot.
Perfect.
And then it is a bend.
That should do it.
Okay, so now what we need to do now is get a male Dungeness crab and find out the current fine for claiming without a permit in Snake Horse Harbor. So since that can't be found on the computer, it can be found somewhere else in the world. Like I said, we've already seen it. We're actually just there. So we're gonna go check out Whale World again. See what Andy Jason's doing. If we look over here, right behind him, we can see that's 138.43 is the fine for cloning without a permit. 138.43. I am writing it down because I also realized that my mystery solving notebook, my little notebook with all of my Nancy Drew notes, that I don't have Deception Island in it. I did change mystery solving notebooks kind of recently, so. Oops.
Perfect.
Alright, so now all we need.
I have to bring him a male Dungeness crab?
So this is kind of annoying. It's one of the two, like, annoying beach parts of this game. So, we're gonna actually head to the Hot Kettle Cafe first. We're gonna turn in our seamanship quiz.
You again?
I finished that seamanship quiz.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Just bring me that male crab and you'll be home free.
See you around.
Vote for Holt. Spread the word.
So you may, like, how do you know what a male Dungeness crab looks like? That's also something you can't find on the computer, and you can only find it over here. This tells you maritime signal flags. And this has the difference between female and male Dungeness crabs. The abdomen of a female is wider than that of a male. I'm just gonna write that down, because this is kind of frustrating. Abdomen. So, where can we find some Dungeness crabs? So we've been to 3 places. The only place we haven't been to is the lighthouse. So let's head over there. Get the cave track. No, this is the caddy track. Sorry. I know these. I love this soundtrack so much. I listen to it all the time. Oh wait, is this dirge? Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Whoop, there's a crab behind it. Let's see. So that looks like a pretty wide abdomen. So we're not going to take that one. Right? I mean, it's pretty wide. It's almost covering the entire underbelly, which is kind of what that picture showed. This is dirge. Okay. Oops, okay. Looks like there's some fish.
Yuck! I'm not picking them up.
Fair enough.
These
Get
would
some
be great
rocks.
for rock skipping.
Rock skipping. Oh, here. Oh, there was another rock I could get. Oh, no. I thought I could use that rock to look for a crab. Oh, what's that?
There's something in that bottle, but it's stuck on those rocks.
So this is... I think... So we have 3 different types of rocks, and the way to go is different for each type of rock. So we're gonna just kind of go for it. Nope, okay. Okay, so we gotta get some more rocks. But I want to try and get a crab first. Oop, no crab there. Okay. Ooh.
SS. Maybe this broke off from a ship.
Okay. I'll take that piece of driftwood. That might be useful later. Crab also has a wide underbelly. I think. I hope. So now we just gotta find a crab. Still kind of a wide underbelly, or wide abdomen in the underbelly. Okay, so there's not one there. So let's try to do some rock skipping real quick. Okay, how about I do this? No? Okay. How about this one? Close. Yay! $42.517 Rosebud. Okay. I will write that down. So that's an interesting note to find in a bottle. I think that's still a female crab. So this can be kind of annoying to find the right crab. And if you find the wrong crab twice, you get an endgame scene. And the endgame scene is just like a, oh no, you messed up, you get a second chance kind of thing. That's a male crab. See how thin it is? Yeah. I'm sure we'll get at least one game over endgame scene. Okay, so let's head to the Hot Kettle Cafe. Finding the right kind of crab, frustrating as a child. I don't even think I ever got it right as a kid. I must have, because I did continue on. Must have been just like sheer luck.
I've got a male crab, I think.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Congratulations. Here's your GPS. Just turn around and follow the instructions. I'll take care of the crab for you.
Great, thank you. See you around.
Yo ho ho. You again?
See you
Can't see
around.
anything else.
Watch out for Caddy.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
I found a bottle floating in the water with a strange message inside.
Most, if not all, the notes you find in bottles around here were put there by Hilda Swenson. She was this lady who retired here with her husband about 20 years ago. They made a ton of money in Hollywood as writer-producers and just wanted to enjoy life. Wonderful people. Very active. In fact, Hilda was mayor for 8 years. But then, out of the blue, her husband died. They'd been a team for so long that, well, she pretty much died then too.
Oh.
What do you mean?
She just kind of lost it. Started talking to walls and doing bizarre things until one day she rode to the island across the channel that she and her husband owned and never came back.
Are you sure she's still alive?
I leave a couple of bags of groceries outside her cabin every week, and sometimes I can see her inside.
Aw.
But whenever I try to talk to her, she won't answer.
I wonder what she's trying to tell us.
We'll never know what's going on in that mind of hers.
You know, your clam chowder really is awesome.
Say no more. Next one will be on the house, too.
Do I not get the blueberry option since I...
That was delicious.
Here,
Aw.
let me get rid of that for you.
It's been fun talking to you.
Back at ya.
Okay. So yeah, we can go play some whale games, or we can go to the lighthouse. Not the lighthouse, sorry, to Katie's boat and go out to sea. I think I'm gonna go play a couple of whale games. I'm pretty good at most of the whale games, except for one of them where I just guess until I get it correct. Whales are hungry. When they surface, give them a fish. The more you feed them in the time provided, the higher you win. Score 15 plus to win.
Yum! Yum! Yum, yum! Yum! Yum!
Ah!
Yum! 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 Yum!
Score 21. Whew, okay. Get our card. We got Feeding Frenzy. Check. Okay, let's go do whale sounds. I like the whale sounds. Talking about whale songs. So you can actually hear all 5 of these around
Throughout
the
the center,
center.
you've been
Yeah.
able to hear the sounds different cetaceans make. To see just how good your memory is,
I think I can
press
do
a button,
this.
listen to the sound that plays, then press the button of the cetacean that made the sound. If you've made a correct match, the button lights will stay on. When all the buttons are lit, you've matched them all.
pretty sure this is a gray whale. This is a humpback. That's an ink whale. It's a killer whale. It's a porpoise. Nice. Yeah, you can learn them from going around the center to all of these. Here's the humpback one. Dow's porpoise. Small head. Deep cold waters. Oh, okay. Actually, I didn't know that. How whales eat. Whale habitats. Like I said, this place is so cool. Brain comparison. It's pretty big brain. So here's the killer whale sounds, which you know, the orca. So this is what sound a little orphaned orca out there makes. Okay, so let's try and get... Oh, these two are the annoying ones. Let's do them later. Let's go kayaking.
Miss, please don't touch that.
Oh, okay. Anything fun over here? Whales, okay. Alright, over to the lighthouse. No, Katie's boat. Dang it, okay. Oh, silly me. Okay. Back to Katie's boat. Check in, see how Katie's doing, all that good stuff.
What's up?
I found this piece of wood on the beach. There's something strange about it.
What do you mean? Let's see it. Ouch, those splinters are sharp. That is odd. It looks like it's been in the water a long time, but if that were the case, those edges would be dull. That looks like it broke off of something just recently.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Any idea where it came from?
Could be off a cargo ship, I guess. But you know who you should ask? Casey Porterfield. He works at the Maritime Library in Port Townsend. You should give him a call. His number's 360-555-3095. He loves checking out stuff like this.
See you in a bit.
So now we can
I'll be
call
right here.
Casey Porterfield about this wood. We can do that too. In here going okay? I think so. We'll go kayaking first, because it's kind of a, not an ordeal for the KC contact, but it is a little bit... Oh, what's this?
Another message.
Another message. Now we have... 08.615. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go kayaking. So what can we see here on our GPS? Looks like this is where we just started. Oh, there's something up here. Maybe we should go up there. I love kayaking in this game. I used to kayak forever. Once I would unlock kayaking, it's great. Let's go up here and see if... Ooh, okay, so we can't go there. If you go past the buoys directly that say, don't go past this point, it's bad. So we can go out here to this buoy and we can head this way. We can go one more this way. Yeah, okay, don't go that way. Go over here. Find some caves. some, like, graffiti on the walls. Interesting. Okay. A message in a bottle. N48. Okay. Interesting. There's some light coming from somewhere in here. Okay. Interesting. There's some fun sea caves. Is that all you do in here? Yeah, I think so. Oops. So that's fun. Is there something else we were supposed to do in there? Don't think so. I think just finding that note. Okay. So, now we can head on back. I do love kayaking. Continue along here. Just kind of going all out and about. Oops. I have another note. W123. This is interesting. So now we have 4 notes. 2 of them have, like, a letter and then some numbers, and the other ones just have numbers. I don't know if... Obviously there's a way in-game to figure out what you're supposed to do with this. Let me see if I can... Also, her boat's name is the Orchestra. It's great.
What's up? See you in a bit.
I can't talk to
Be
you about
careful
the
out
notes.
there.
Let's go call Casey Porterfield of the Maritime Library.
One slice of wood. One glass slide. There. This is gonna look so cool under the microscope. Let's have a look.
We can look
Too
at
cool.
the microscope. Casey Porterfield. Also another icon. Just...
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Katie Firestone suggested I give you a call.
Katie who?
Katie Firestone?
Never heard of her.
Oh.
I know a marine biologist named Katie Firestone.
Yes, that's her. I'm staying with her here in Snake Horse Harbor.
Oh, well then what can I do for you?
She said you might be able to help me identify the ship that this piece of plywood I found on the beach came from.
How do you know it came from a ship?
Because it says SS on it. The rest of the name is missing.
Doesn't mean anything. Now if it said SS, which stands for steamship, that'd be different.
Actually, that is what it says.
Oh, well then it came from a ship. Or should I say, shipwreck. What kind of wood is it?
I don't know. Old?
Sorry, for a second there, I thought you said old.
Actually, that is what I said.
You're about as much use as a beanie in a hurricane. Look, if you want me to tell you what shipwreck that wood came from, you're gonna have to tell me what kind of wood it is.
But I have no idea.
Well, you just get yourself a book on wood and figure it out. Maybe Katie has one. Soon as you do, call me back. I love checking out stuff like this.
A book on wood, you say? Okay, Katie does have a book on wood. Arboreal morphology. Oops.
Oh, I don't know if this book is for me, but maybe if I give Dr. Predovicu a call, she can help me out.
Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to save. Danger clam. These are all my old saves. I think I was stuck on the clam for a while there. Danger clam.
Awesome.
Love that. Okay.
This is Dr. Predovicu.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'd like some help identifying this piece of wood I found.
I'd be happy to assist. Do you have our mailing address?
Well, that's the problem. I don't have time to send it to you. Would it be possible to identify it over the phone?
Certainly. Just hold it up to the phone for a couple of seconds and I'll take a reading. I'm kidding, of course. I usually don't do this over the phone, but I'll give it a try. You will, however, need to take a look at your sample under a microscope.
I already did that.
And are you near the sample in case you need to refer back to it?
Yep, I'm right by it.
All right, we'll get started. Where did you find this wood?
It's a piece of driftwood, probably used for a crate.
Is the wood sample black, brown, or yellow?
Brownish.
Brownish.
Brown or brown reddish?
Brown reddish.
Brown reddish.
Does the sample have many holes, just a couple, or none at all?
Let me check.
Okay, so obviously there are a bunch
Does
of holes.
the sample have many holes, just a couple, or none at all?
Many.
And are there some holes that are big
Okay.
and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
They're all the same size.
Okay, and the holes are really, really tiny,
So this
right?
is where it can easily trip you up, because you're thinking that, like, of course these holes are really, really tiny. It's under a microscope. But you also have to think that in the context of the microscope,
Let me check.
those holes are pretty sizable. So I'm
Okay, and the holes are
pretty
really,
sure-
really tiny, right?
No, they're pretty sizable.
Then you've got a tropical hardwood.
Okay, we got it right.
I was assuming the sample was a North American wood. All right. Are there any distinguishable horizontal lines on the sample?
I think
Let me
so.
check.
Yes, okay.
Then you've got a tropical hardwood. I was assuming the sample was a North American wood. All right. Are there any distinguishable horizontal lines on the sample?
Yes, there are horizontal lines.
If this wood is used for crating, then it's probably Luan. It's fairly common in plywood, but it's a rainforest timber, so it's declining in popularity.
Luan, all right. Thanks for your help.
Glad to have been of service.
If you don't get it right, there's this whole, like, you have to go online and do a slider puzzle and then do callback and do it all again. It's a whole thing. Which is why I saved, just in case we didn't get it right, because I wasn't going to go through that slider puzzle. Done it many times.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I called before. About the driftwood?
Never heard of you. Now, if you'd have said Nancy Drew...
Yes, that's me, Nancy Drew, Katie Firestone's friend.
So what kind of wood are we talking about here, Nancy?
Luan.
Well, if that driftwood did come from a cargo container that's part of a shipwreck, there's a good chance I can figure out which one. Call me back in an hour or so.
You can identify a ship by what its cargo containers are made out of?
Ever since the hobo spider got into the U.S. by laying eggs in the wood crating of ships coming from Europe, the feds have made sure that cargo ships keep real careful records. Of course, I'll be taking things like tides, currents, weather conditions, proximity to Snake Horse Harbor. I'll be taking all those factors into consideration too.
I really appreciate your doing this for me, Casey.
And well, you should.
Okay, so that's that. Casey's gonna look into that for us. Casey Porterfield, such a fun character. Get any mail. Get him out of my hair. Dear Nancy, your dad is at home for an hour and a half and he's driving me nuts. No sooner had I cleaned the kitchen than he went in there and started making himself waffles. The next thing I knew, there was flour, sugar, and some ingredient that I still can't identify all over everything. I've never seen such a mess. What's more, he forgot to spray the waffle iron with oil and burned the first waffle so badly that the smoke alarm went off. He wound up making pancakes instead. He burned those too, but he ate them anyway. Now he's out jogging. He better stay out for a long, long time. Love, Hannah. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know if it's going to show it to us here. Okay, so we can find him here. Latitude and longitude. North or south of the equator. East or west. So those things we've been finding have been coordinates for something. Now that we have a GPS, we can put them all together. I don't know if you're supposed to infer that yourself or if somebody tells you about it. Let me go over to the Hot Kettle Cafe real quick.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
She doesn't
It's been
tell
fun
me.
talking to you.
Ain't that the truth?
You again?
Did you know Hilda Swenson?
Sure did. She even crewed for me a couple of times. There she was, this itty-bitty lady in her 60s hauling in nets. Did it for the sheer love of adventure. She was quite a gal.
See you around.
Yeah, whatever.
So I think we must have to figure that out ourselves. Which is fine. I just wasn't for sure if it told you. Because some of the things in these games are like, they tell you everything, and some of the things are like, I don't know, figure it out yourself. So let's head back into the kayak, and let's see where those coordinates take us. Okay. Make new. Okay. So as you can see on here, the latitude is kind of greenish and the longitude is kind of reddish. And we found two notes each, so it's green and red. So taking the green N48 note, and the green 42.517, and the longitude west 123, and longitude 08.165, 615. Ooh. Okay. So let's go try and see where that is. Let's head up this way, because it was kind of up high. So we need to go up some more. Yeah, so now we just need to go this way some.
I've never been to this beach before.
It's like a little beach. Go out there later.
Stop to build a sandcastle.
We can build
I could use a
sandcastles.
break.
I used to do this all the time. I would sit here as a kid and just make sandcastles. I can't put the green one on top. There we go. Hey. Yay!
Time to go back to work.
So there's actually a little Easter egg you can find here. If you press on this goldfish enough times, it'll have a little pop-up.
Oops. Must be ticklish.
My name is Lumpy, and I was created by Kyle Jones and Donovan Larson. Larson. Fun little fish pop-up thing. That's one of the 2 Easter eggs we can find in this game. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. So we've actually seen these maritime flags before. And so we actually know how to figure this out. At the bottom of each of the notes is the word Rosebud. And there are enough letters to spell Rosebud with 2 left over. We don't know how to spell Rosebud with the maritime flags, so let's go see if we know anywhere where we can find the maritime flags. We've also already seen this. We're going to go pay a visit to the Hot Kettle Cafe. I've got Rosebud in my notes. Let's go see if we can find maritime flags. Over here. Okay, and so R is... this one. O is... I'm just writing this down real quick while we do it. S... E... B... U... D. Okay, so we got all that written down. This will be important too, but we'll come back to it.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
It's been fun talking to you.
Back at ya.
You again?
Anything? Okay, no.
See you around.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, head back to Katie's boat. Alright, back on the beach. Okay, so R's the red and yellow cross. O is the white, red and yellow diagonal halves. S is a white then blue square. E is a blue and red halves. Red chevron. White and red checks. Ooh.
I don't know what all those letters mean, but something tells me this may come in handy.
Okay, so now we need to put left, left. Okay, that'll come in handy later too.
This is the weirdest story I've ever read.
Once was a dog named Alpha who lived in the Sierra Nevadas. The dog weighed about 100 kilos and lived in a hotel in the Sierras. Alpha loved his owner, Juliet Smith. Juliet belonged to the Delta Gamma sorority and loved to dance the foxtrot. Her boyfriend was named Oscar and he was quite a Romeo. One day, the owner of the hotel decided to move to India to raise lima beans. That was fine for Miss Smith because she wanted to live in the Delta Gamma house. But Alpha wanted to stay in the Sierra Mountains so he could learn to play golf. The owner eventually moved to India, and even though she loved to foxtrot, Miss Smith became a tango instructor. It is very strange. Hilda Swenson. Congratulations, I hope you enjoyed finding this thing, because you and I are just getting started. See, I've got a secret. Well, two, actually. But I don't believe in just finding things. Just handing things to... Okay.
Send me something from the top
Got a
of
silver
the
platter.
lighthouse
That's
in
no fun.
Musk.
Isn't the way life works either. To get anywhere in the world, you gotta get out there and be curious. You gotta ask questions and shake things up till you get anywhere. And I know you're curious, or you wouldn't be reading this. So what I want you to do now is send me something from the top of the lighthouse in Morse code. As for what I want you to send me, read this little story I've enclosed. That'll get you started. The story makes no sense, you say. Well, you got into this chest, didn't you? Interesting. Anyway, eventually you'll find an answer to my secret. As for my other secret, if you're smart, and I have a sneaking suspicion you are, you'll figure it out along the way.
Something is fishy in Snake Horse Harbor.
I'm not just speaking on halibut. Oh, and no funny stuff, because I'm watching you, Hilda. I love that signature. Isn't that so cool? Okay, so that stays there, and we take the other two with us. So it already said in her note that the story makes no sense. Well, you got into this chest, didn't you? And that's supposed to be like, remember that there's something else by those flags over in the hot kettle. So we're gonna go on over there. See what Hilda's pointing at. International Communication Alphabet. Dog named Alpha. Okay. So it's A, and then Sierra is S. N is November. If we look here, I guess I could write these all down, or I could just take a picture. No, I'll write them all down. That way they're in my mystery solving notebook. Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, and Zulu. Okay, so I have all those written down. Let's go through this story. Okay, there was once a dog named Alpha, A, who lived in the Sierra, S, Nevadas. That's not N. The dog weighed about 100 kilos, K, and lived in a hotel, H, Sierras, S. Alpha loved his owner, Juliet Smith. Okay, so we have A, J, Juliet belonged to Jen, then J, Delta Gamma. Delta. Loved to dance the foxtrot. Her boyfriend was named Oscar. Named Oscar, yes. He was quite a Romeo, yep. One day, the owner of the hotel said he moved to India to raise sorry, lima beans. This was fine for Mrs. Smith because she wanted to live in the Delta Gamma house, but Alpha wanted to stay in the Sierra Mountains. He wanted to play golf. To India. She left a foxtrot. Yes. And a tango instructor. Okay. So what does that all mean? I was writing it down as a win. Don't worry. So it is ASK, HS.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. AJ. Means it's correct. JD. FOR. HILDAS.
I'm getting there.
GIFT.
Ta-da! Ask HSAJJD for Hilda's gift.
Well, who are those people? Well, who do we know in town? Holt Scotto, Jenna Devlin, and Andy Jason.
You again?
I understand that Hilda Swenson gave you something?
So what if she did?
I was hoping I could take a look at it.
You sure are a demanding little thing, ain't you? But tell you what, this chess problem I've been working on is giving me fits. Here, solve it for me, and I'll let you see what Hilda gave me. Feel free to look at the chess book in my duffel bag if you need help. Let me know when you're through.
Poker, no, I don't want poker, I want the chess book. Chess basics. So it's not actually going to tell us. Okay. So, 2 moves that white can make to win the game. Okay. So let's look here. So, if we got our rook here, maybe. So what about move piece
Good.
R to H8?
Huh.
No, okay. But it is a rook piece. What about A7?
Huh.
No, okay. Unless we put it... What about H5?
Correct.
Ah, okay,
Rook
so this one moves here.
H5. So black would move here.
Right. One more move we could make. Okay, here they would be able to get away. I have no bishops on my black squares.
Perfect.
Okay, so it is another rook.
Oh.
Not A7, okay. Not G5. Okay. I want to get this the proper way. I'm figuring it out.
Yes.
Oh.
There. Checkmate.
Oh, 'cause... Yeah. Put that down real quick. Okay.
Done with that chess problem yet?
Check it out.
Right as rain. And to keep up my end of the bargain, here's what Hilda gave me. Handle's made of scrimshaw. She carved it herself. Never would tell me why she wrote one bum on it like that. Of course, this was after her husband died. Guess her mind was starting to go.
Huh.
Thanks for letting me see it. See you around.
Yo ho ho.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Did Hilda Swenson give you something?
She made a necklace for me. Prettiest thing I own. I'd show it to you, but it's at my house. How did you know she gave me something?
Let's just say that there may be a method to Hilda's madness after all. Do you think you could get it for me?
Problem is, my home's across town, and I'm real low on clams, which means I've got to go clamming before I can even think about doing anything else.
Why
Why don't I go clamming for you?
If you get the clams, I'll go get the necklace. You can put them in here. 15 ought to do it. That's the limit anyway. But you'll also need a permit. Andy Jason can issue you one.
It's been fun talking to you.
Back at ya.
Okay. So clamming is the worst part of this game. There is a way to glitch yourself to 15 clams. I don't think I'm going to be doing that because I'm playing this more of like a playing it correctly instead of just kind of glitching it through.
I understand that Hilda Swenson gave you a present?
She gave me the design I used to create the keychains I give away to everyone who goes on a Whale World Whale Watch. She was quite the graphic artist.
May I see the design?
Sure, if you go on a whale watch.
Okay, so I gotta go on a whale watch.
I need a clamming permit. Jenna said I could get one from you?
Ordinarily you could, but permits mean paperwork, and I'm kinda busy right now. Of course, if someone wanted to volunteer to help me...
What kind of help do you need?
Inside that box marked Caddy is a miniature of what our resident sea monster might look like in skeletal form. Assemble it for me, and I'll not only give you a permit, but I'll throw in a free clam tube. And remember, whales rule!
Okay, so over here, at that thing we looked at earlier, they just said, Miss, please don't touch that. This. Gotta reassemble it. Okay, so this...
Nah.
Oh.
Good.
That goes there. This can seem really intimidating at first. You just gotta figure out the little method here. Nancy, are you gonna say that every time? I know there's something that goes...
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Let's go back to the tail. Let's start there.
Good.
Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. It just kind of takes a little bit of fiddling to get used to how this sort of works.
Nah. Nah.
Are you sure? Okay.
Nah. Oh yeah. Oh
There.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Nah. Oh yeah.
Go. Okay. Where does that one go? I feel silly.
Nah. Nah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's try to go this way then.
Nah.
Since there's clearly something I'm missing,
Nah.
but I'm just being very silly about it.
Nah. 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 Nah.
I feel very silly.
Good.
There we go. Okay, there's that one.
Nah.
Does this one go over here?
Nah. Nah.
No. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm usually much better at this. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Let's think about this for a second here.
Nah. 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 Bingo.
There we go. Okay. Got that one.
Nah. Nah. Bingo.
It's that one.
Nah.
That obviously doesn't
Nah.
go there.
Oh,
This.
yeah.
Okay. So then these.
Nah. Oh, yeah. Wow.
There
am
we
I a
go.
creative
Okay.
genius or
Woo.
what?
Sorry about that. That was not my finest work.
Hi, Nancy.
I finished putting that display together.
So you did. Caddy never looked better. Here's your permit, and here's your clam tube. Look for little holes in the sand. Sometimes water will squirt out of them. Anyway, center the tube over the hole, push it down into the sand, and pull. If you're quick enough, the clam will be in the sand that comes out of the tube. If not, try again.
That boat in a bottle you have is fascinating.
It was made by one of the first non-Native Americans to settle here, a guy named Benjamin Hawkins. I bought it from this lady who kinda went bonkers after her husband died.
You mean Hilda Swenson?
That's the one. Gave away everything she owned, moved to this tiny island across the channel, and went certifiably nuts. Which is too bad. She was a nice lady.
Thanks for your time.
Have a good one.
Okay. So, let's go do the other two Whale World things real quick over here to get this out of the way. Which one's this one? Never a dull moment. Oh boy. Easy, please. Oh, I can't use WASD. Okay. I think I have to get like 30,000 or something to not die. Oh, I get 3 lives, and it's extremely touchy. Oh, I won. Okay, it was the time thing. Okay, cool. That one's done. This next one, It asks you a bunch of facts you can find around the center. I just kind of guess. Nope, okay. Can swim the fastest. Nope. Oops, okay. Extremely intelligent. Orcas are called killer whale because they kill and eat other whales. Baleen bull 2? Okay. Have dorsal fins shaped like a... Oops. Alright, we're gonna get better at this. Diet of toothed whales consists mostly of sea mammals. Baleen whales are commonly seen around Deception Island and are always grooved. Oh, common seen around. Okay. The baleen whale is all of the above. Toothed whales do not possess visuals. It's on their dorsal fins. Yay! Okay. We got them all. Now let's go see what we win. Hopefully we get a whale watching tour. Otherwise, this will all be for naught.
I won the whale watching tour. All right!
Hooray!
Hi, Nancy.
I won a free whale watching tour.
Well, congratulations. I'll give you an exclusive tour. Just be you and me.
I'm ready when you are. Thank you for the great tour and for letting me use your camera.
My pleasure.
Since I took your whale watching tour, I get a free keychain, right?
Actually, I only give them to paying customers.
Now, why did the term false advertising suddenly pop into my head?
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
Trend. Wonder what that
Interesting.
means.
Okay. Now let's go clamming. Actually, before we go clamming, I'm gonna take a quick break. So I'm gonna get us over to the lighthouse. And then we're gonna be seeing a little bit of stream section here whilst I get us to my break time screen. But it'll be fine. Well, actually, I don't have that up. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm gonna... Basically, I'm not gonna take to the break screen. I'm just gonna mute myself and then pop back into the game and then... Yeah, redo it all when I come back. Okay. Sorry about the streamception. And I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. Pop back into the game. Make sure it's back on the stream manager as it should be. Yep, all good. Okay. Sorry about that. But we're back. Okay. So now it's time to go clamming. Okay, that's what it is. So see here, what I'm doing to get the glitch, because I really don't want to go clamming a whole bunch. Oh, but I will, though. Got 3 clams. It's annoying because they don't show up and it makes you go all over the map multiple times. I'm just gonna get the 15. The way to get the 15 is you click on the clam, you click on the bucket, you go back. So now I have 4. Now I have 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna save. Because if you accidentally glitch yourself to have more, everything's, like, the whole game breaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 clams. I just
Okay.
need to find 2 more.
I'm gonna stay with 13, and I'm just gonna look for clams the way you're supposed to. So that's 14, and then this should be 15. Okay. No, sorry, that was 14. And I just need 1 more. Is it gonna make me go to the other island? The other place you can go to find clams is the island that you find with Hilda's map.
All right.
15 clams.
15 clams.
I'm
I'm
all
all
set.
set.
It takes, like, doing it regularly at least 30 minutes. Because what you do is you have to find all of them here, and then Nancy will say, well, I think that's all that's here for a while. I should go look somewhere else. And you're like, where the heck do I look for clams? I almost said Helk there. Heck and clam mixed together. That's also why my save name earlier that I showed you earlier, load and save game, was called Danger Clam. Because I was playing with Fate using the glitch to get all my clams. Pardon me, sorry. And then you have to go over to the little island you find with Hilda. And then I think so what you do is you find, I think you can find 10 or maybe like 8 on the lighthouse the first time. Then you go over to Hilda's island and you find 5. Then you have to go back to the lighthouse and find the others. It's so annoying.
Hi, Nancy. Oh, good, you got the clams. Let me take those from you. I'll take that clam tube off your hands, too. You'll never guess what happened. While I was home getting that necklace for you, somebody broke in here. The sheriff just left.
Oh, no.
Really? Was anything stolen?
What's weird is I'm not only missing food, like bread and eggs and stuff like that, but it looks like they also stole a bunch of tools and some boat parts.
Boat parts?
Boat parts.
Go figure. What's more, both doors were locked when I got here, and none of the windows were broken. It's like a ghost did it.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
If you want to play detective, please, be my guest. If you have any questions, just holler.
You can also look in, oh, here's that, yeah. You can also look in Holt's bag. We looked at this earlier, but there's this little tab up here. 3475. It'll be useful later. We can come back to it, though. So now we can go back here. Oh.
Save King.
Save King. Boat tools and carts.
Looks like you do a lot of shopping at Save King.
I do all my shopping at Save King.
Interesting. Okay. I won't let our lighthouse become a dark house. August 12, 1992, the Harbor Horn editorial. Snake Horse Harbor owes its life to the lighthouse that stands beside the channel. The men and women who built it in 1866 realized that a lighthouse would not only warn sailors of the rocky shoals nearby, but it would also advertise their little town's existence. Its revolving oil lamp would announce to the world, "We're Snake Horse Harbor. Come, stay, help us build a thriving community." And thousands did just that. Today, the shoals are gone, and many people think we ought to start discouraging people from moving here. To some, the lighthouse is a useless, dangerous eyesore. Tearing it down would be too expensive, so they just want to let it fall down. As if that wasn't bad enough, they want to turn off its light, for good. But that's not going to happen. If I fail in my current efforts to have the state designated as a historical landmark, then I intend to make sure that the light in its tower never goes out, using my own funds if necessary. If I can just keep the beacon on long enough, I know it will eventually help the people of Snake Horse Harbor see the error of their ways and realize that our lighthouse is a gift from the past, not meant to be toppled, but treasured. Hilda Swenson, Mayor. So that's a little bit from Hilda. Wanted to save the lighthouse. Anything else here we can see?
That's strange.
Some spilled salt. Okay.
What is this
Oh.
card thing?
Good question. Aunt Iris said it and the others like it have been on the walls in here since the place was built.
Interesting. So it looks like you can move it around. Get like cards. Huh. We'll definitely be coming back to this later, don't worry. It's a quite fun puzzle, that one. Can I go for, okay, there we go. Well, nothing in here. What's this though?
Match pairs across all 3 screens.
Okay.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Do you have that necklace you said you'd go get?
Well, sort of. My niece got hold of it last time she was out here and locked it up in some kind of toy box. It's on the table over there if you want to try to open it, because unfortunately, I can't.
It's been fun talking to you.
Later, Gator.
So, we can talk to her first to figure out what this is. Or you could have just gone right in and done it yourself.
Match pairs across all 3 screens.
It's a matching game across all 3 screens. A Nancy Drew YouTube channel I follow, Vote for Holt. Like, vote for Holt Scotto. They are not good with matching games. I am actually pretty good with matching games. I say that now, I'm probably going to fail miserably. But they struggled with this so hard, and I felt so bad. Cheese, right? Yep. Is there a grape here? So what I always do with this game is I try and get all the matches on one screen that is possible. No, there was another muffin somewhere. Oh, let's see. Cough or something. I thought there was another muffin on this tab. Is that all of the ones for here? I think so. Okay, so now we go over here. And it's the same, but it carries over. Oh, there's the egg, which is there. Okay. so I know that there's a pie on this screen somewhere. There's the pie. Oops. This is the pie. This is the pie. And then there was... Oops, I meant to do bell pepper, and it was... Okay, that's the bell pepper there. Oops, oh my goodness. Okay, bell pepper, bell pepper. Mushrooms. There is the muffin on this tab. Okay, sorry. Ugh, it's going crazy there for a bit. Okay. Bread. Was there not a tomato on this tab? Oh, I thought there was. Oops. Okay, let's go to this one then. That one and that one are matches. Egg. That one and that one. There we go. Okay, sorry, it took me a little bit to get there. We got there in the end. Pineapples. Oops. Getting there now, slowly but surely. There we go. Pretty fun.
It's beautiful. Elef, what kind
One
of
Bone,
word is that?
Elef, and Tren. So now we have all of those together. Obviously, they don't spell anything, but we do have a way to rearrange letters. We head down here to the boat. Oh. Oh, Katie got some parts.
What's up? I saw a boat in a bottle at Andy Jason's place.
Interesting.
He said it was made by a guy named Benjamin Hawkins.
As a matter of fact, I've done some research on Hawkins. He settled here in the mid-1800s, lived in a cabin where the lighthouse is now.
What else have you found out?
He apparently had a major feud going with some sea captain. Hawkins would see the guy sail on the horizon, grab his family and all his valuables, and go into hiding for days.
Interesting.
Where would they hide?
Nobody knew. Rumor had it that the sea captain was an ex-pirate, which might explain why Hawkins hid. But where he hid is still a mystery.
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
Interesting. Sounds like Katie's making progress.
Looks like whatever's in here is starting to defrost.
Interesting. Okay, so let's go. Oh, no. Let's go over to our computer.
Ah, my brand new anagram buster.
Oh, I didn't even click on
When
it.
I come across letters that need unscrambling, I'll be all set.
Also look in my journal. Sought Two identical dead fish on the beach by the lighthouse. Seems strange that they'd wash ashore together like that. Yeah.
Maybe I can use my handy-dandy
kinda weird.
anagram buster to figure out what those strange words on Hilda's gifts mean.
Aleph, Tren, one Vum. Now, in Junior Detective, there's a way to do this, like, automatically. Luckily, I already know what we're looking for.
Telephone number.
Telephone number.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, what's our telephone number? 523 555 555 4399. Now Hilda said it had to be in Morse code, so let's go to the portal here, look up Morse code. Five. So 5 is 5 dots. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 is dot and 3 dashes. 3 is 3 dots and 2 dashes. 5, 5, 5, 4, which is 4 dots and a dash. 3, which is 3 dots and 2 dashes, and then 9, which is 4 dashes and a dot. Alright, got that all written down. So now let's head over to the lighthouse. Go send this to Hilda. Actually haven't been up here yet. Oh.
What do you think you're doing?
Uh-oh.
Those signs over there say no trespassing, which means keep out, which means you, girly.
Girly?
Leave.
But I just...
Now.
Oops. Well, let's go talk to Holt. Make sure everything's okay. And also there was a code we had to use. I pointed out in his bag that there was that little tab with 4 numbers on it. It's gonna be those 4 numbers. Don't worry, we can still look at it, even though he's mad at us.
You again?
I'm sorry for trespassing like that.
So what do you want?
See you around.
Vote for Holt. Spread the word.
We can still look in his bag here. So let's look at that again. 3, 4, 7, 5. Okay, let's go back to the lighthouse and see if we can sneak in this time. Uh-oh. Let's take a step back. Whoa.
Whoa, that was close.
If it falls on you, it gets like a help. I need to go home because I've got a goose egg the size of a baseball or something, or baseball the size of a goose egg. It's very funny. Okay, let's try 3, 4, 7, 5. Now we're in the lighthouse. So let's head on up here.
Looks like someone's been up here recently. Someone messy. That's today. Wonder why it's circled.
Interesting.
Oops, I need to put in my area code and my number.
Oop, oops.
2, 3, 5, 5, 5. Four, 3, 9, 9. Nothing happens. Some part of the system must not be working. Looks like the bulb's missing.
Uh-oh.
It's rusted shut.
Well, that's not good. Okay. We have to find a bulb and something to derust it. Oh. Okay, well that's interesting. Oh. So the efforts of many built a wall scene here.
There's obviously more to this, like the other half of the picture.
I don't know how you figure out that you're supposed to raise those two, but... So this is an interesting little puzzle. So what this is you're supposed to find the correct bulb. There's only one good bulb in all of these. And you know it by the sound that it makes when you pick it up. So let's listen here. No. 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 Didn't make a sound, so it's this one. Let's make sure. That one didn't make a sound either. So are these two good? Okay, let's take this one and let's go see. If they're bad or burnt out or something, they make a sound or whatever. Interesting. Anything else we can use in here? Some rust be gone or something? No? Okay.
Nothing happens. Some
Can't
part of the
hack out.
system must not be working. It's rusted shut. Ah, there we go.
Okay, now can we send it?
Nothing happens. Some part of the system must not be working.
I think I have to find something to derust it. So, that leads us, like, what else? What else can we do? Where else can we go? Well, I know what's next. So let's go see if we can talk to some people. Let's go over to Katie's boat. Oh, let's call Casey, actually. I forgot all about that. Let's call Casey Porterfield. He'll tell us all about that driftwood we found.
Maritime Library. This is Casey.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. Any luck finding what shipwreck that piece of driftwood came from?
Sorry, can't talk now. I'm waiting for a real important call from Nancy Drew.
Casey, that's me. I'm Nancy Drew.
Oh, then I got some good news.
You know the name of the shipwreck?
The SS Whitechapel Dawn sank 5 years ago right there in the channel outside Snake Horse Harbor, about 1.5 miles due northwest of the lighthouse.
Really?
I hear that channel up there's been pretty busy, what with that orphaned whale messing things up for the fishermen and all. Anyway, everything fits except one thing.
Uh-oh.
The Whitechapel Dawn went down in deep water. Real deep water. Too deep for currents to be carrying debris up from it. Just not possible.
Could a recent storm have churned things up down there?
I've been doing this type of research for 20 years, young lady. When I say something's not possible, it's not possible.
Yet somehow a piece of wood from it washed ashore. What kind of ship was the Whitechapel Dawn?
It was just a regular old freighter bound for San Francisco from Vancouver, British Columbia. Nothing unusual about it if you don't count the rumors.
What rumors?
The rumors.
About the smuggling.
The smuggling?
Please, tell me everything.
Nothing to tell. After it sank, some crew members said there was something unusual about the cargo it had been carrying. That's all. No specifics, just rumors.
Why did the ship sink?
Official cause was foul weather. But whenever a boat goes down in those parts, they always unofficially blame it on... Oh, what do they call that sea serpent up there?
Caddy?
No, thanks. Caddy! That's what they call it! Caddy! Anyway, this has been fun, young lady, but I need to get back to work. By the way, I just got done emailing you something.
What?
I said, I just got done emailing you something.
Great, thanks. Well, goodbye, Casey.
Goodbye, Caddy.
I certainly hope he doesn't operate heavy machinery.
Okay, so he found something.
What's up?
See you in a bit.
Idiot.
Have fun.
He found something and he emailed it to us. So let's see what's going on. Thought you'd like to see this. I'm kind of a stained glass art freak and came across a webpage during my travels in cyberspace that I thought you might find interesting since you're staying in Snake Horse Harbor. Check it out. Yours, Casey. Okay. Royal
The
Flush...
Hot Kettle was originally called the Royal Flush Saloon.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Jacob Bombeck's best work is an original setting. Check out the Hot Kettle Cafe, formerly known as the Royal Flush Saloon in the Snake Horse Harbor on Deception Island, one of the San Juan Islands located in Washington State. A shrewd businessman named Silas Devlin built the Royal Flush Saloon in 1866. Determined to create an establishment that could appeal to all social classes, he commissioned Bombeck to create stained and leaded glass doors and windows, knowing that his highbrow customers would recognize them as works of art and his lowbrow customers would enjoy them because they looked like big pieces of candy. For years, the Royal Flush Saloon was the place to go in the San Juans. By the end of the century, however, rumors that able-bodied farmers and lumberjacks were being shanghaied from the saloon on a regular basis caused business to decline. By the turn of the century, the saloon had closed and a jewelry shop opened in its place. Despite the success of businesses which followed, the original building was left largely intact, so that today Bombeck's beautiful glass work remains in near pristine condition. It's called the Royal Flush Saloon. Interesting. Didn't those little panels on the wall have, like, cards in them? Like, you know, like they had, like, aces and diamonds and hearts and clubs and all that?
What's up?
So
See you in a bit.
Yet. Okay.
Enjoy.
Let's head over to the Hot Kettle real quick. Let's play around with some things on the walls. Let's see if Jenna...
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Okay. It's been fun talking to you.
Later, Gator.
You again?
See you around.
Watch out for Caddy.
So I know there's one...
Guess not all of them open.
Here. Okay. So what this is a puddle. This is a puddle. This is a puzzle. So you're trying to get a royal flush in each one of these. It can be kind of tricky because they all move differently. So we need a king, a queen, a jack, an ace, and a 10. So let's see if we even have an ace of clubs. Okay. Clubs. Spades. That's clubs. Okay. Okay, so we have a queen, a 10. Ace. Okay, so then we have a king here. Do we have a jack here? Okay, so then do we have a jack somewhere? I know I saw one. Jack of spades, jack of diamonds. This might be clubs. Here's clubs. And it resets itself when you step back, right? Yeah, okay. So there are usually one or two of these I struggle with a lot, and one or two of them that I can get kind of quickly. So, this is actually a pretty big puzzle for the game, so we're going to spend a little while working on it here. So let's step away and try to find another one, just to see if I can get that one quicker. So there's one there. We know there's one back behind where the meeting was. This one doesn't open. This one opens, okay. This one doesn't open. Is this one open? Yes, okay. Is that all 4? Yeah, that's all 4. Okay. Sometimes what I do is I end up writing out all of the options of all of the spots to figure out which one's which and how to get there quickly. Because like I said, sometimes I can kind of struggle with these puzzles. Drop my pencil. Please stand by. Okay, there we go. Sorry. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, I'm seeing a bunch of hearts. But also good clubs.
That looks perfect.
Haha! So this is clubs. So clubs is already crossed off. Let me cross off clubs. Okay. That one's done. Now, let's try this one again. Ace of diamonds, 10 of clubs. Well, it wouldn't be clubs, so maybe it could be spades. Diamonds.
That should do it.
There's diamonds, okay. Now I need spades and hearts. So let's go down to this one. It's actually this one. Yeah. Ace of spades there. Jack of spades. Trying to like big brain this here. try that again. Like I said, sometimes I have to write them all down to see how, like, all the options to try and figure them out. So do you have anything except for the king that we can use? Oh, also hearts. This could be hearts. I don't know if it is. Diamonds is already taken. One thing they have is the Queen of Spades. Okay. King of Hearts, the Ten of Spades. I'm close. Okay, I'm 2 ticks away there. Oh my goodness. Okay. We'll come back to this one. So there's always one that I struggle with a lot. It always depends on the game. So let's do...
That's strange.
Is it this one? Okay, it was this one. Okay, so if that one's spades, then this one must be hearts. Okay, let's see if I'm right with that. Okay. You have to be the King of Hearts. Okay, you must be the Queen. 10, and we just need...
That should do it.
There. Wow, okay. So, is it always that spade one? I feel like it might always be that spade one I struggle with. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna get some scratch paper. I'm gonna write it out. Okay, I have some scratch paper up there. Pardon any noise, as I push my desk. Okay, here's my scratch paper. Okay, so we start with 10. 10. Okay. 10. 10. Okay, so let's get... That goes to Q next. 5. 3. J. Okay. So this goes to 8. And ace. 8 of diamonds and 5. Q, 6, and J, right? Back to 10 and 10. Yep, okay, so this one then goes from 10 to A, to 2, then to 8, to K, back to 10. So that one needs to stay on the 10, I believe. It goes to 9, 7, Q, Ace. Okay. So that one needs to be the ace. Is it the ace before the 9? Okay, let's take a step back. That way everything's reset. Okay. So let's think about this for a minute. Those two move, and that becomes, so this is the ace we need. This one needs just to be 10, I believe. This middle one needs to be the J. This one over here needs to stay the 10, and this one needs to stay the K. Okay. Can I, like, roundabout get to it? No, because then this one's still one off. Okay, so let's think about this. So, the ace and the 10 are in line. So it moves those two. For some reason I think... This is taking an embarrassing long amount of time. I am so sorry. But I am thoroughly stuck. Okay, so let's see here. So the A is one off from... So what if we did like... 1, 2... That gets those in the right spots. They only move themselves. Oh, okay, I feel silly. Alright, I'm gonna look this up. See if there's a way to... Okay. Just because I am struggling. No? Okay. Just give me a second here to keep searching. Okay, well, I just gotta figure it out. Well, we'll try again. Okay. Think about this using my sheet. So what if I moved... So K then goes to the 9, which is the 8, where the ace needs to be. Okay, so now we're here. This middle 10. So now the queen and the ace are in the right place. The 5 is, what is that, 2 off from... So this moves those 2. I don't know how to get this one. Why do I always struggle with these so hard? Okay. Obviously something I'm doing is not working. So, I need to think about this carefully. Okay. Step back again to reset it. These 2 are fine. They don't matter. Who's those 2? Who's those 2? Who's those 2? Now those are in the right spots, but the queen is not. Nine, the ace. That's right. So close. Okay. This is the A and the K, and the K is. So which way does it go? It goes to the 9. So it goes. Okay. I'm gonna step away here again. If I click on this 10, it should go down to the 8, so they go downwards. So now an 8 and the 9, which is on the same level as the A, but it's not because I didn't turn it. So now the 8 is there. The 9 and the 5. So confused. Okay, let's look through some walkthroughs real quick. You won't even tell me the order I need? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, those stay the same. Okay. I need to go 3 downward for the K, 4 downward for the 10, and only 1 downward for the Jack. I mean, okay, so what if I did... So this one moves these two. So that's 1 down, and that's correct. I'm close. Needs to go down 1. Then this one's off by 1. I'm on the K. So I need to go down 3. Okay. But the ace is also on the diamond. So it needs to go down 4. And 9. Needs to go down 1 more. On the 5 of diamonds. Okay, so it needs to go down 3. Okay, now we're 1 before the Jack we need. Oh, okay. I got it.
What was that?
Don't know how I got it, but I got it. Sorry that took me so long. It just didn't make sense to me. Alright, but now we finally figured it out, and now we finally opened something new.
I bet that's how those burglars got in here.
Actually,
That's the
tunnels?
thing. I'm gonna need a flashlight.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Do you have a flashlight I could borrow?
Sorry.
It's been fun talking to you.
Later, Gator.
Okay, so no
You
flashlight.
again?
Would you happen to have a flashlight I could borrow?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
See you around.
Yo ho ho.
Let's go ask Katie. Oh, it sounds like Katie's making progress.
Hey, what's going on?
Sounds like you're making progress.
I'm getting there. I remembered that a friend of mine had stashed some boat parts in my storage locker.
Okay.
Would you by any chance have a flashlight?
I have a headlamp. I mean, I have one somewhere. I'm sorry, Nancy. I'm so hungry I can hardly see straight, let alone think straight.
Would you like a sandwich?
That would be awesome.
See you in a bit.
Enjoy.
See, we can actually make Katie sick here if we wanted to. But we won't. We'll just make her a nice, safe sandwich. We won't use any jellyfish or expired mayonnaise. We could use some Cocoa Kringle ice cream. Let's see. So that would be... Oh, no, I don't want to... Let's make her a nice, healthy sandwich. So let's use, like... I hope this is safe. And some lettuce. I guess some more lettuce because I accidentally clicked on it. The cheese looks suspicious, but you know what? That's cool. Tomatoes. Don't think we need anchovies. The mayonnaise expired. Habanero sauce is not good. Maybe some mustard? Okay. I hope this is a good sandwich.
What's up?
Here's a sandwich for you.
Great.
Here you go.
I'm starving. That was fabulous.
Okay, we didn't...
Thank you. Okay, you wanted my headlamp. Where's my headlamp? Oh my gosh. It was right here in the engine compartment the whole time.
See you in a bit.
Have fun.
We have a headlamp. Okay, so now we can go in the tunnels. It's not through a mountain, so it's not a secret tunnel, but it's still a tunnel all the same. Okay. Here we are. So now we're down here in the tunnels. There's a cairn. Okay. Interesting.
A cairn. Wonder who made it.
This is terrifying. If I was down here, I would be terrified. This used to freak me out when I was a kid, because I didn't ever get this far as a kid, but like, as a older, like adultish, like, I don't know, early teens.
I've got enough 10-penny nails.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So there's a way to get a little Easter egg here. 2, 3.
Cool.
That's it. Okay, so that store wasn't the hardware store, Rod? Is that what they said? 'Cause it sure looks like it might have been. There was another one you could go to. Yeah, back here.
Another cairn.
Okay. Oh, that looks terrifying. Let's go. Here.
Another
Okay.
cairn.
Another cairn. Was it like 3 or 4 we found now? I want to go back in here first. I don't feel like I've fully explored this area. Just goes to that store, and then there's a bunch of weird stuff down here. That goes to the hot kettle, right? Yep. So this is somewhere else as well. Oh.
Camping gear is the last
Camping
thing I
gear.
need right now.
Interesting. So those are a couple of the shops that got robbed, I guess. Okay, so now let's go. No, let's go this way.
Another cairn.
Okay, thank you.
Glad I'm wearing comfortable shoes, because it looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of walking.
We seem to be walking quite a ways.
Phew, I feel like I've walked for miles. Another cairn.
It's a strange anvil-shaped rock. Oil spray.
Dead end.
That's
That sound. Where have I heard that sound before?
Oh, now that's interesting. Oh. Okay.
I'm in the sea cave.
Oh. So we walked all the way to the lighthouse. There was a tunnel directly to the lighthouse from the hot kettle. So it seems like maybe those kidnappings really did happen.
Since I came in through the tunnel, it looks like I can't get out through the lighthouse.
Oh, I can't go up to the lighthouse because the tunnel's closed. That's right. Okay. So I have to go back out this way. Head back all the way and walk back all those miles that I walked here. Also, absolutely terrifying. Walking miles in the tunnels, completely, like, I would be terrified. Here we are. Okay. I've gotten lost in those tunnels so many times. So, Jenna, I hate to tell you, but there are actually tunnels in your cafe.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Did you know that there's a trap door in the floor of your banquet room?
A trap door? No. Where does it go?
It drops down into a tunnel, and when I explored it, I found trap doors going up into 2 other shops.
A tunnel? I don't know anything about it.
It's probably how those burglars got in and out.
Look, tunnels are dangerous. I don't want you going down there anymore.
Oh no, I'll be fine.
I mean it. Just forget about this whole thing.
Call the sheriff and tell him about it?
Only if you call the sheriff and tell him about it.
No! Okay, look. I guess if you're real careful, you can keep poking around down there. But I don't want you telling anybody else about that tunnel without coming to me first.
Okay.
I've got my reasons. I've also got work to do.
Okay. What do you have to say about that hold? What do you think?
You again?
See you
Nothing
around.
to say about
Watch out
evidence
for
that
Caddy.
Shanghaiing did happen? I don't know about that. Over to the lighthouse we go. I was just thinking that I guess it's a good thing I made our clamming quicker because we spent that 30 minutes working on those puzzles instead. So now we can go back in the lighthouse here. Head on up here. Now that we have a...
Perfect.
De-oil that. Alright, we sent some Morse code, so I wonder what's gonna happen now. Oh, a light coming back. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I guess that means Hilda saw our message.
Hello?
Hello, Nancy. Hilda here.
Hilda? Hilda Swenson?
Easy, girl. It's not like you're talking to the Queen of England or anything. Although I did meet her once. Stuffy lot, those Windsors.
It's just that I kind of feel like I know you.
More important, I know you. Or rather, I know I can trust you. Just in time, too. I have the feeling things around there are about to get out of hand.
What do you mean? What kind of things?
Patience. As in all good films, all will eventually be revealed. In the meantime, I've sent you an email. Read it, follow the instructions, and we'll do lunch.
We will?
No. It's just an expression, dear. No one in Hollywood ever really has lunch when they say they're going to do lunch.
Oh.
I'll be in touch. And rest assured, I'll be watching. Which reminds me, someone's been up in the lighthouse. I couldn't see who. I hope they aren't doing any damage.
They did leave kind of a mess.
We really must put a stop to this, Nancy. Ciao!
Okay, so Hilda sent us an email. How did Hilda and Casey get our email address? That's what I just want to know. Like, we didn't tell them. Unless, like, maybe we sent Casey our email or something? I don't know. Hilda just has it through, you know, the magic of being Hilda Swenson. Oh.
What is that smell?
Could it be?
Pee.
Oh. Fish. What would Katie need with a freezer full of fish? Left the coordinates. Let me read the coordinates below. As you can see, some of the numbers in the coordinates have been replaced by letters. To figure out what number these letters represent, take a good look at these equations. Number of nuns surrounding Snakehorse Harbor, the ID number of the buoy that's got a graffiti on it, number of isophase buoys surrounding Snakehorse Harbor plus 4, How many dollars Jenna charges for a cup of clam chowder and number of cairns in the tunnel. You're just the kind of person I was hoping to find. Smart, resourceful, tenacious, and curious. Keep it up. So this is kind of challenging. I'm not gonna lie. So let me write all of this down real quick, and we will work on that probably tomorrow when we stream. So A is number of nuns, which is a type of buoy, because we read that earlier. B is graffiti buoy. C is isophase. And D is, oh, +4. D is for clam chowder. And then E is number of cairns. Alright, so let's head to the hot kettle real quick. We have a few minutes left here on stream. We can get a couple of these done. So let's head to the hot kettle real quick. Okay, so let's see here. $3 a cup. So then we put D is 3. Okay. So then let's head over into this little area again. Open this back up. Head on down it. Okay, so we know that there's one by the lighthouse, I think, right? So there's one here. So let's see if we can count here. So we've got one by the door. Go this way. There's one in the hallway. At the other shop. There's one right before the tunnel to the lighthouse. Oops. That's the way to the lighthouse, I think. Oop, nope, that's the way to the lighthouse. Oops. There's one at the end of that tunnel then. That was not to the lighthouse. Is there one by the lighthouse? Yes, there's one by the lighthouse. It's 5 so far. Okay. I feel like the number might be 5. I don't know why 5 is sticking in my head from my previous playthroughs. It also could be that one of these other numbers is 5, kind of thing. One here. Okay. I'm gonna go with 5, you know? And the good thing is, if we get it wrong, we can just add another number. Okay. So, let's head over to the boat. Gotta figure out what isophase and what nuns are. Pretty sure I know what isophase and nuns are, but I want to double check. Oh, there's like water leaking out. Oh, that's so gross. Get your suitcase away from there, Nancy. Okay. Nautical terms, right? Okay. Oh, isophase, there it was. Lighted buoys. Okay, so it's the ones with lights. And then nun is a red even-numbered buoy. Alright, so let's go out on the water. Okay, so I'm seeing Do nuns glow? So I'm seeing one isophase. Seeing two isophase right now. Because the other ones are not blinking. See, those are blinking, but these lights are not blinking. Did I just accidentally oops myself? No, okay. Danger beyond that point. So I'm seeing one isophase. Oh, is it maybe 3 isophases? Yeah, 3 isophases. That's what I'm counting so far. So let me... Plus 4 would be 7, which is possible. It's a single-digit number. How do I get to the graffiti buoy? I can see it. Number 8. Okay. Oh, nuns are red even-numbered buoys, right? Is that 4 then? Because it's 3 of the isophases plus number 8 here. Okay, I'm gonna go with 4. We're gonna go... Let's see if we're right here. Okay, so now we have to... Oh, I forgot to write down the rest of the message. Blah. Okay. Let's head back to the boat real quick. Let's double check our definitions too. That is off and on for equal intervals. Marks the left side of a channel leaving a harbor. 4. Okay, so it's north 48, 42 point A, B, C, west 123, 08.7 D, E. Alright, let's go try it. And then if it's right, we'll discover what it opens up for us next stream. And if it's not, we'll work on it next stream. Okay. So it's north 48, 42, B, 4, 8, 7. And that's not right. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this one's right. West 123, 08. Point 735. Okay, so the 735 is correct. But something in the top is not correct. Number of isophases plus 4. I know that the graffiti buoy is correct, because it's number 8. So we will have to figure out A and C next time. Okay, well, number of nuns is not correct. Channel Harbor. On the left side or something. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Unless it's just 1. I don't know. Okay, well, let's head back to the boat. And we will call it a stream there. Okay, well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I had a great time. I love this game. I love most of the Nancy Drew games. We don't talk about Castle Malloy. We will never be playing Castle Malloy on stream. But I love Nancy Drew games, and this one is, it's one of my absolute favorites. It's like my childhood. I spent so many hours just canoeing around, playing with the sandcastles, all that good stuff. But yeah, we will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, finishing up Deception Island, because we're getting kind of close to the end. We can definitely finish it next stream. These earlier games are pretty quick on game time, so I'm going to save real quick. Yes. Okay, my game has been saved. Let me go back to the menu here so we can listen to that wonderful theme. And with that, I think I'm going to call it a stream here. So, yeah. Once again, just thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you next time. Gotta get some streamception as I end here. Come on. There we go. Bye-bye.